Life as a priest, I was very, very happy. Whatever things I was asked to do, I just did it, no question asked. But sometimes it's painful, very painful. Never mind, it's like that. 1941, the Japanese were ahead, and then there was siren. Then mother called us, said, "Well, children, life is very uncertain now because of the war. If you survive and if God calls you to serve Him, you can all go." So I was only 10 years old at the time. Then I asked my mommy, "If you all go, who will take care of you?" "Don't worry, God will provide." Well, the seed was sown at that time. It entered my mind. I kept it there.
We are a family of 10 children from our parents. I remember he was very, very good, very obedient. He didn't give trouble to the family.
As usual, 8 o'clock, night prayers. But that night, I prayed, "Lord, please." After night prayers, let my brothers and sisters get up. I don't want them to be around. I waited for my brothers and sisters to go upstairs. Said, "Papa, Mama, I would like to join the seminary." My father said, "Okay, make a novena to the Holy Spirit." Took out his prayer book. "We shall make a novena, three of us." My mother was absolutely silent, with tears dropping. I knew she was happy. So on the day of going to the seminary, we chartered a taxi. I sat with my mother in the back seat, my father in front. There was silence. All she said to me was, "Son, be obedient."
But very pity, my mother passed on before he was ordained.
I was silent. I just knelt down and said a prayer. She could take that treatment, got heart disease. But never mind, knowing that the Lord will take those who He loves. Not to worry.
Actually, you will notice that in his homilies, a few times, he would actually preach about being obedient. Obedient to whoever that is in charge of you, because the authority actually comes from God. Although he's a Monsignor, right? I mean, it's quite a title, right, in the church. But he's very unassuming. Basically, he's Father Lau, you know.
One day, I was with the rector of the cathedral, and then as we were driving, I asked the rector, "Hey, can you stop the car, please? There's one Karangoni man, no? This bicycle going to collapse. Can we stop and help him?" So we stopped there, then he introduced me. He said, "This is not the Karangoni man, this is the Vicar General." On that point, what struck me most was God sent me a message. Humility. He's Vicar General, and he rides a simple bicycle. So we came back and I told the rector, "Hey, Vicar General, can we buy him a bicycle?" And we selected a bicycle, one of the top of the range bicycles. But then what happened was, I saw him riding his same bicycle. So I asked the rector, I said, "Hey, hello, what happened? Why he don't want to use?" Then I discovered he gave it away to one priest. I learned another lesson. Generosity. Selflessness.
Once, I overslept, and I was supposed to say Mass. Well, he was kind enough to go and celebrate the Mass for me. And when I got up, I got such a shock of my life. Oh my God. And he didn't make a big hue and cry about this, nor did he broadcast to everybody to say, "Oh, how irresponsible is the rector of the seminary. He overslept and I had to take over his duties." He never went on to say things like that, And that was what I always appreciated about him.
It's interesting how Monsignor loves his plants and his fish. I guess those are just glimpses of a shepherd, right? That if he cares for plants and fish so much, then he cares for his flock even more. And I think his love for nature is clearly demonstrated by his love for God and for all of God's creation.
So I guess when you first see Msgr Lau, you see a kind old grandfatherly figure who loves children a lot. And you will remember him, after the Mass, he will give sweets to the kids. And the kids love him.
Love fundamentally is what fires each one of us living our particular vocations, whether we are married persons, whether we are religious, or whether we are priests. And ultimately, it is only by our love for God shown through others that we are being able to live our vocations faithfully.
Nowadays, we as youngsters, we're so occupied, with so many things. Sadly, I feel as a youngster as well, sometimes we tend to neglect our vocation because we are too focused with other things outside and other people's expectations on us.
For every single one of us, it might be different callings, it might be different timing as well. Use your skills and talents to serve your purpose as human beings in this world.
We all do different tasks for God, like we are all empty vessels, but priests in particular, they are special men which are blessed by Jesus.
And I think Msgr Lau reveals that to us, that it is not just a job that he's retiring from and he wants to go ahead and enjoy life or enjoy retirement. It is really his life. I think that's an inspiration for all of us priests.
If you are given a second time to be reborn, start life anew, would you still want to be a priest? Yes. Even have to go through all these things? Yes. Give your service to the Lord, you'll be very happy. Whatever may be, offers the Lord.